Welcome to another episode of TalkYOSpitTV. I'm your host, Mario Harris, and today we're talking about the Memphis Tigers football team as they come in this week in week five versus Florida Atlantic State Conference play. They start off conference play against Florida Atlantic, and they are one of the hottest teams in college football, man. They come into this game 4-0, 8-0 over the last 8 games dating back to last season. And so they looking to start this season a 5-0 start for the first time since 2019. Shout out to them boys, man. Them Tiger boys been rolling. Ryan Silverfield definitely has them boys playing great football so far. Like I said, it's been dating back to the end of the last season. To now, Ryan Silverfield definitely had them boys playing greatly, man. So they start conference play against Florida Atlantic. The Florida Atlantic Owls. FAU comes into this game 1-2. And if they win this game, this would be a huge win for Florida Atlantic. And unfortunately, they didn't win for them. But surprisingly, the score was definitely close most of the game. But if there's two things that we know about this Tigers team, is one, they have great running, and two, the second half they play way better in the second half. So let's go ahead and get it started, man. U of M starts off with the ball, and the first play of the game, quarterback Brandon Lewis goes for big yards as he connects with Jamaria Hawkins for a 42-yard reception. Then on 2nd and 6, running back Greg DeRosier Jr. He takes the handoff for an 11-yard run. Then Lewis takes the snap, looks for it in receiver, and nobody's open. Then he just takes the run himself as he scores on an 18-yard run. And the Tigers, they take the first lead of the game with 7-0. Memphis goes 4 plays and 75 yards on that possession. FAU takes possession, and now it's 2nd and 7. Quarterback Caden Van Camp, he connects with Easton Messer for a 35-yard reception. Camp connects with Messer again on 3rd down to get the first down. Then on 1st down, Camp pass up the middle to Jay-Sean Platt for a 19-yard reception. Few plays later, it's 4th and goal, and the Owls, they will go for it as Camp, he fakes the handoff and runs it in for a 1-yard touchdown. The game is now tied at 7. Tigers will kick the field goal to take the lead 10-7, and that is the score at the start of the second quarter. It's 4th and 2, and the Owls will go for it again, and Camp finds Michael Kirsch for 9 yards and the first down. 1st and goal, and Jay-Sean Platt takes the handoff while in motion and outruns the Tigers defender and gets a 10-yard touchdown run. Owls go for 2 but cannot convert as the score is 13-10 FAU. Tigers have the ball late second quarter after FAU kicks a field goal to make the score 16-10. 3rd and 1, DeRosier takes the handoff and runs for a 13-yard. Next play on 1st down is 54 seconds left to go in the half. DeRosier takes the handoff again, and this time he runs for 26 yards. 3rd and 11, Lewis drops back and connects with wide receiver 1, Cortez Braham Jr. for the 17-yard reception. Then DeRosier, he caps the play off. he caps the drive off with a 2-yard touchdown run. As the Tigers, they take the lead at halftime, 17-16. FAU has to punt to start the third, and now Tigers have the ball. It's 3rd and 1. DeRosier, he had a big first half, and he'll have an even bigger second half as he takes the handoff, and it is untouched for the score. 90-yard touchdown run. The score now is 24-16 Tigers. FAU and U of M will punt on their next possession. Then FAU will kick a field goal to bring the score 24-19. Tigers have the ball now. It's 1st and 10, and Sutton Smith, he gets the ball for a 17-yard run. It's fourth quarter, and the score is still 24-19. Tigers still have the ball. It's 3rd and 7, and Lewis connects with Braham Jr. on a go route to the end zone, and it is an 18-yard touchdown pass as U of M extends the lead 31-19. Tigers get the ball back after FAU turnover on down. It's 3rd and 7. Lewis, he drops back for the throw, and it is sacked, but it hit in the back as the ball gets loose, and it is recovered by FAU. Owls have the ball 3rd and goal for the Owls, and they hand it off to running back Xavier Terrell for a 1-yard touchdown run as the Owls close the gap. It is 31-26. Tigers have the ball from here on out, they will straight dominate. It's 2nd and 8. Lewis connects with his wide receiver to a wide open Braham Jr. for a 73-yard touchdown reception. It's 38-26. FAU turns it over on downs again, and then a field goal by the Tigers to make the score 41-26. Then another turnover on down by the Owls, and the Tigers have the ball back on 1st and 10. DeRozier, he gets the handoff, and another big yard for him for 39 yards. Then on 1st and goal, why not give the ball back to DeRozier as he makes it a 1-yard touchdown run to give the score a 48-26 lead. The Owls, they fumble on the kickoff, and the Tigers picks up the ball. Already in the red zone, it's 2nd and 10. Lewis, he fakes the handoff and fakes out the whole FAU defense, including the players on the sideline, as Lewis almost walks it in for 15 yards and the touchdown. The final score of the game is 55-26. The Tigers get their 5th win in 5 games this season, and that is 9 games in a row dating back to last season. That is the longest winning streak in the country. Another big game from Brendan Lewis. He went 13 for 19, 196 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Lewis also rushed for 17 times with 60 yards and two touchdowns. However, the player of the game has to go to Greg DesRosier. He carried the ball 19 times for 204 yards and 3 touchdowns. Then wide receiver 1, Cortez Braham Jr., he had 9 receptions for 127 yards and 2 touchdowns. The Tigers, besides their third quarter fumble play, they have been dominating the whole game. They had 24 first downs, 6 for 13 on third down, 487 total yards, and 291 rushing yards, and only 3 penalties throughout the whole game. This game was very close for the most part of the game. However, the last 10 minutes of the game, the Tigers took off and they never looked back. The defense, technically, they didn't record a single turnover this game, which would be the first time they see that they didn't have a turnover. The turnover came over in special teams from the kickoff. But however, they did allow 397 total yards from Florida Atlantic, but they were very efficient on third down, allowing the Owls to only go 7 for 19 on third down and 3 of 6 on fourth down attempt. The Tigers defense also did not allow FAU to gain any big yards in the run as they rushed for 29 times for only 75 yards. Once the Tigers gained their momentum in the second half, it was no looking back. Like I said, they just took away with this game, and the Owls had no chance of coming back. The Owls did have a slight lead of 16-10 at one point, but that was the last time they led. That was early in this first half. Now the Tigers, they will take on this winning streak next week at home against Tulsa in week 6 as they look to keep the winning streak going. Right, like I said, Ryan Silverfield definitely have this football team playing great football this season, man. Looking like we can win this conference and we still have playoff hopes alive. So that was my rundown on the week 5 game for the Memphis Tigers versus Florida Atlantic, man. Like I said, the Tigers will play at home next week against Tulsa. Thank you for watching it. Anybody that hasn't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Please like, comment, and share the videos, man. We can talk about Florida. Excuse me. We can talk about the Tigers all day long. I hope we ain't got to talk about Florida because that was not a great show out for them. We could talk about the Tigers all day long. If I missed anything, please let me know. But until next time, this is Talk Your Spit TV. I'm Mario Harris. Thank you.